Let's go over to ICE agents. Let's laugh at ICE arresting people at Home Depot now. Make sure y'all hit a like. Listen, let's laugh at people getting arrested at Home Depot. Let's laugh at Hefe and them. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? They caught this live. This is what was happening in Los Angeles. All right. Hefe and them over here illegal, not doing what they supposed to do. Listen, you know what? Common sense, at least you ain't Hefe and them. No matter what, look, no matter what, just remember this. At the end of the day, you ain't getting deported, though. You ain't getting deported, right? You got the American Eagle on your logo. You doing what you got to do. You ain't getting deported. Yeah. Look at what they got to go through.
Fox News exclusively embedding with Customs and Border Protection for an immigration raid in Los Angeles. DHS is honing in on a particular neighborhood where it says an infamous gang was formed. Matt Finn is live from LA with more on this story. Hey, Matt.
Hi, Jackie. It was called Operation Trojan Horse, and DHS tells us it was the first time they used unmarked rental trucks during an immigration enforcement here in Los Angeles. DHS drove those trucks into a parking lot of a Home Depot near MacArthur Park. One of the Border Patrol drivers apparently did pose as someone looking for work, but then immigration agents came out of the trucks and dozens of people scattered. 16 people were taken into custody. We are working on confirming their information.
Get over here, F.A. Get over here. Get over here, F.A.
Now, agents got in and out in a matter of minutes. DHS says they did surveillance of this area prior, and they used the rental trucks because they claim there's too many scouts in this area. Now, I talked with Border Patrol Chief Greg Bavino and asked for his response to critics who say enforcements like this are just targeting people looking for work.
And when we look at the damage that unmitigated immigration is.
Y'all said that. You said that scary, Slick Boss? Oh, y'all must not be familiar, Slick Boss. Let me tell you something. This is not something that's not uncommon in the hood. Yeah. If you ain't never seen a raid van, this is normal. Actually, I felt like they was a little slower than what we used to see in the hood on Cherry Lawn and Norfolk. Between Cherry Lawn and 8 Mile, or between Norfolk and 8 Mile, Jump Out Boys raid vans was everywhere. San Juan, that's another street. San Juan, Woodingham, Roselawn, and Stopel raid vans. It wasn't uncommon to see that raid van come out. This is look, I don't feel sorry for them breaking the law the same way that I didn't feel sorry when we would be seeing the Jump Out Boys and the raid vans coming to get the criminals in the hood. I don't feel anything. These super sassy liberals with the bullnose ring and the septum ring, oh my God, they were just looking for work. I'm used to this. I am used to seeing the raid van. Y'all just now seeing, they just adapting. They practiced on us before they perfected the method, and so they showing up on y'all. They practiced on us for decades. Yeah. As soon as you make a buy, they see where your stash is, because let me tell you how it go down, all right? In the hood, you never kept your stash on you. That's a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake. Whatever it was that you were selling, you never kept your stash on you. So whoever it was that was actually collecting the money, you know what I'm saying? You got to go around the block to go and get that. Or you got to go in the backyard to go and get that. You never have the same person that's collecting the money dishing out the inventory, right? And so they got to do surveillance. They got to find out where the stash is. They know who the characters are, right? The stash is going to be in a different place. And that's not just for the police. That's also for the Jack Boys, because the Jack Boys want to know where the stash at, right? And so when you seen the raid van coming down the street, they already knew everything and where it was. So you got to know where it's at, but you can't necessarily have it too close to you, because just in case that they raid the stash, you can say, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You can walk away. Listen, they perfected the method on us before they started implementing it on them. They perfected the method on us, and then they implementing it on them. So when I seen them jumping out the rental truck, the U-Haul Penske truck, and going to get Hefe and them, I said, oh, a Keto Taco Bell, huh? Yeah. Keto Taco Bell. I don't feel nothing because I'm used to seeing this.
Is caused to this country. Look at the Jacqueline Nungares and the Kate Steinleys and all those that have been hurt, maimed, and killed by illegal aliens. I think they need to redirect their attention and maybe think a little harder before they say things like that.
Now, last month, LA Mayor Karen Bass showed up in person to a federal immigration raid at MacArthur Park. Bass claims yesterday's Trojan horse operation may have violated a recent temporary restraining order issued by a federal judge aimed at preventing alleged discrimination by the Trump administration during raids here.
So you say that there is evidence that they were asking, are people here looking for work? How is that consistent with them saying that they were looking for the gang members or that they were abiding by the TRO?
Love defending criminal
Penske has
activity.
released a statement about DHS using the trucks, writing in part, Penske strictly prohibits the transportation of people in the cargo area of its vehicles under any circumstances. The company was not made aware that its trucks would be used in today's operation and did not authorize this. Penske will reach out to DHS and reinforce its policy to avoid improper use of its vehicles.
They love defending criminals. They love defending the things that's the worst in the community, in the neighborhood. They love always trying to protect people that ain't supposed to be there. So they can have lookouts, they can do all of this stuff, but they can't abide by the law. You ain't even supposed to be soliciting. You ain't even supposed to be soliciting. You ain't even supposed to be standing around certain places.
More than a dozen day laborers and street vendors were detained by federal agents. It all started with an early morning raid at this Home Depot in Westlake. It was called Operation Trojan Horse. The raids sparking protests and tonight a vigil for those detained. NBC4's
vigil?
Macy J.
Y'all pray for people? They didn't pray for the drug dealers that got raided and locked up. Y'all pray for people that do stuff illegal in this country? Okay, all right.
Is live with reaction from immigration advocates and the response from federal officials. Macy.
Hi, Carolyn. Well, it was a very eventful day here at this Home Depot in Westlake. First, that enforcement operation early this morning. Less than 12 hours later, a vigil where dozens gathered to really pay their respects and stand in solidarity with the people who were detained. And all day, political leaders and community activists have been weighing in on what happened.
We simply will not allow this to continue.
You know who the person is that I like more than anybody inside of the United States of America that actually is so disgraceful? It's not even black culture. It's not people that choose not to vote. It's not the hood. It's not my baby girls that's always inside of the going to Kroger and save a lot and going to Walmart with their bonnets and their pajamas on. It's not the ladies that I see inside of the airport with a full face of makeup, but they still got their bonnets on and they still got their Crocs on. It's not them. It's not them. The worst people in the United States of America right now is white women apologists. The worst, most irritating people inside of the United States of America right now are white women apologists. You know, the people that are always going to be the social justice warriors. You know, when I think about white women apologists and I see y'all always with the microphones, not my snow bunnies that just like to throw it back for a real one and actually support the United States of America, but the white woman apologists. I always ask myself, y'all don't have no jobs? You ain't got no man to cook for. You ain't got no family member that you need to deal with. You ain't got no flight to catch. You ain't got no community service that you need to take care of. So every day that there's something happening, in the middle of the day, you're out there with a microphone in your hand, sitting there having a conversation about social justice. You said in liberal white men tend to be a little bit more gayer. So You don't really take them serious. They always talk with a lisp. Liberal white men tend to be a lot more gayer, and they talk with a lisp. All of that. A lisp. STHP. A lisp. Liberal white men always talk with a lisp. They talk with a lisp. LISTHP. They talk with a lisp. So we're not worried about them. We're not worried about them, especially ones that's married. That's a lavender marriage. That's a lavender marriage. We're not worried about that. The liberal white men, they don't have no power. We're not worried about them. They talk with a lisp. All right. But white women, boy, liberal white women apologists, they got a chokehold on the black community like never before. They got a chokehold on the black community like never before. White women apologists are always on the wrong side of history. They always advocating for the black culture. That's the horrible. They always are advocating for illegal migrants. They're always trying to mobilize and apologize to criminals for doing criminal activity in this side of their communities. They 100%, boy. Y'all, that's why y'all keep telling me, no, black people was the first people here on earth. Bush. You lied to me. Because you ain't gonna never convince me that Eve wasn't a white woman. You're never going to convince me that Eve was not a white apologist. You're not going to tell me. You're never going to convince me that Eve was not a white apologist. Oh man, the first people that was here on earth, they was black. No, you lied to me. I'm not going for that. It had to be a white woman. Had to be her. Pale face. Pale face. Had to be pale face right here. Never got no eyelashes, no eyebrows. They face is the same color as their booty.
Protesters voicing a new level of outrage.
Look at it. Look at that man right there. You telling me that you telling me that those men are not gay? Tell me to my face. Walk up. Micro penises and homosexuality. That's all I see right now. I feel the Lord talking to me. Micro penises and homosexuality. That's all I see in this picture. All I see in this picture. Look at that. What person would be standing there next to them and saying, you know what? Oh man, we need to go and advocate for them. All I see is micro penis and homosexuality in this picture. That's all I see. I don't see anything outside of that. None of you women in the chat would ever give any of these guys a chance. None of you women in the chat would ever give any of these guys a chance. Never. Not a day in your life. And then y'all come over here talking about, where's all of the masculine men? So you want a conservative. Okay. So you want guns, huh? You want guns and butter. You want guns and butter? y'all want it from us. And then y'all go and protest with them. This is y'all gay best friends out here.
Rage over immigration raids after federal agents showed up to the Westlake Home Depot.
Look at the umbrella. Y'all gonna go stand under that umbrella? That's a demonic umbrella right there. You gonna go stand under that umbrella? Are you going to go and stand under the rainbow umbrella with your liberal friends? Hey guys, we're gonna stand on it. Hey guys, we're gonna stand on it. I hear you, OG Rihanna.
Wednesday morning, hiding inside of a Penske truck and arrested more than a dozen people in what they called Operation Trojan Horse.
This administration decided to throw water in the face of that federal court.
I didn't watch this video before we played it. Honest to God, on everything. I never watched this video before we played it. Are you telling me that they don't all fit the same category that I just literally explained? Look at it. Look. Look at him. You telling me that this man is strong in his masculinity? You want him around your children?
And arrested more than a dozen people in what they called Operation Trojan Horse.
This administration decided to throw water in the face of that federal court decision and continue these illegal raids. And we have to say no.
Tony Carr.
Am I on or am I on today? Boy, I'm in rare form today. I am in rare form today. I am on. God worketh through me. God worketh through me. Honest to God. See, liberal black, let me tell you the difference between liberal white men and liberal black men. All right. Liberal black men are doing it for the hoes. Now, I'm not talking about your gay best friend. I'm talking about he go to work every day. Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning on time, taking care of my business. He doing that because he ain't trying to cause no problems in his household. Yeah, Kamala. No. We got to go with Kamala. So liberal black men are doing it for the box. That's why they go. That's why they did it. You know what? No. Because I'm tired of this. Black power. Hey, what you got going on tonight? You want to come out, celebrate, see if Kamala's going to win the election? Yeah. Liberal black men, they'll do anything for box. Because they trying to show you the D. They're trying to figure out how they adapt. What y'all voting for? Oh, okay. All right. No. Yeah, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Hey, what's going on? No. Every black man, when I was coming up, had this professor, and I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing, and but I was young, and this was before Michelle came into my life. Craig, you can learn something from her, okay? And so I had this professor, and he was gay, and I was clowning, and said some things that I shouldn't have said, and he corrected me. And so every young black man should have a gay mentor, because you never know. Your son may be gay, and where will he go for restitution? And I want to pick my words carefully, because Michelle, she's a smart one. Michelle, she held it down, and it's her time. And I like what you guys got going on with this podcast. And I don't really hear the rumors. People come to me and they say divorce is present in our relationship, and it's always coming from somebody that it's not around us. So Michelle, take it away. We just trying to get some more pussy. You think Barack, cigarette smoking Barack, actually believe? I don't believe nothing that Barack talk about. I don't believe anything. See, y'all got it confused. I'm on a whole nother wave. I'm in a whole nother lane. I don't believe anything that Barack says since 2014. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Barack is a nigga. Y'all crazy. Barack he the same as us. He just the chosen one. I don't even think that Barack is a Democrat. I don't think that. I'm telling you that Barack is playing the game. Did you see him and Trump laughing at the funeral? That's the real him. Trump and Barack, they one and the same. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all, Barack been playing y'all since 13, 14. Y'all are so off. Barack is just like Anton from AntonDaniels.com, but he got to play the role. He got to play his part. He playing his position just like every other black man is in your life. He playing the role just like every other black man in your life. Boy, man, he doing what he got to do in order to be able to make it shake. I don't believe Barack is all authentic and he really is for it and all of this. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. You can't sell me on that. I bet money on that. I bet my life. I bet my net worth that Barack don't believe 97% of the things that he's selling y'all. You think he don't like Trump? Get the hell out of here. He playing the game just like all the rest of y'all. You said, no, Barack is gay. Maybe. But half of the people that's probably watching this live stream is gay. Mm. 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 Nigga, you like a thumb up your butt. Oh my God, I gotta stop saying the stuff that I really believe. Instead of I gotta start being more politically correct. I gotta start saying the stuff that I believe instead of stop being politically correct. Oh my God, nigga, you like it the same way Barack like it. Can't keep playing with me. Nigga, you not gonna keep playing with me. Nigga, why you think all of this, what you think all of this AIDS come from? I got my test results. Let me go get my test results. Where my test results at? Let me go get my test results. Negative, 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 negative. I just got my test results. Just got mine back. Where you think all of these gay diseases is coming from? You think it's just coming from heterosexual relationships? Get the hell out of here, bro. It's because you dabbling in the dark. You dabbling in the dark. Show me your test results, I'll show you your sexuality. Show me your test results, I'll show you your sexuality. Show me your test results. I don't want to hear about it. Show me your test results. Ain't no girl giving you that. That's coming from a dude. You getting it from a guy. You got that from a guy that got it inside of you on the left way. You don't sit there and talk that junk. That's projection. When people say stuff about me, nigga, you just talking because that's you. That's you, nigga. You like that. Don't get me started because I'm going to say what I really believe. Don't get me started because I'm going to say what I really believe. You got that from laying on your stomach and letting another man lay his stomach on your back. That's where you got it from. Don't sit there and try to play that game with me. I'm about to take prep. I ain't never took no prep. I ain't never had to take nothing. Ain't never took nothing in my life. You know what I take? T. Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. That's it. That's it. What are you doing? You talking about I gotta take prep. Nigga, for what? You a man. What are you taking it for? What are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you doing? No. No. Talk about it, TM. Talk about it, TM. Talk about it, dog. Talk about it. Listen, y'all need to start educating yourself. You are much more likely to get it. It's much more likely for a woman to get it from a man than a man to get it from a woman. It don't really work that way, bro. You are much more likely to get it from a man than you are to get it from a woman. You not getting HIV from a woman? It's the truth. I ain't said nothing wrong. I ain't said nothing off. I'm saying it 100% exactly what it is that I said. I said what I said. I said what I said.